Good morning, Leo. This is going to be your weekly reading. I literally just did 10 minutes of a video. My alarm clock went off and I had muted all my other notifications, forgot about my alarm, and it messed up the whole video. I did want to say I'm sorry it took so long to make this video. It's just that, it's the first of the month, and ever since I lost my job in January, like, my sales have been my primary income. If I don't get up and go out that door and get it, my bills aren't going to get paid, and so my rent and everything's due, and so I've been a little frantic. I've been exhausted working around the clock, and I am very committed to this channel. I'm hoping that this will be a source of income one day too, but in the meantime, it's my soul's purpose. And so I always make sure I get these videos up. I apologize, it's a little late. I still have to do Capricorn. I'll probably get that one done tomorrow morning. But let me go ahead and start this again. So we have the two. This is number 2. This is the High Priestess. And basically the energy that I got from this card right away was, see how she's writing in this book? I was thinking the Book of Life. I was thinking the Akashic Records. And depending on what your religious views are, you have different ways of viewing this Book of Life. But anyone who's familiar with the Akashic Records knows it's got the records for every soul of everything you've ever been. And you get there by meditating. I've been in the Akashic Records room before, and you get there by meditating. It's really a deep experience because you have to almost be hypnotized to be there. But it's really amazing. If you can ever take really check out the source or whatever, but if you can really go on one of them past life regression journeys, or the way that I've remembered a lot of my past lives, though, have been through dreams and deja vu moments and music. Music can take you there because there is no time, there is only energy. So everything you've ever been and everything you ever will be is all happening at the same time. And so a lot of times we do kind of cross over by having those deja vu moments. It's really amazing. But I am seeing, though, that you have been really focused on your ascension. And what is ascension? Ascension is spiritual awakening. This is waking up from your soul amnesia. And so you have been really getting a lot of messages from spirit, from source. Do trust those. Have faith in those. To clarify that card, we have the Unseelie Queen, Glamour, Opulence, and Hubris. And basically, this is how people see you. And I am feeling, this could be a masculine card as well. This could be just as easily be king. People are looking at you like you have changed. You're glowing. You speak with more authority. You seem to be more enlightened. And you do carry this glamorous feeling about you. Be real careful, though, because people do look up to you and people are envious of you. But a lot of times when that does happen, it's because we attracted it, because we wanted it. I know I used to want people, my ego, that's not who I am. My ego is my false self. My ego wanted people to be envious of me. Wanted me to be in that whole, look at me, it's that look at me energy. Look at me, you want to be me, be jealous of me. And then when I got it, I would complain, oh, I have so many haters. People hate me, they're so envious of me. But I wanted that on an ego level, because your ego doesn't want you to be happy. So do be humble at the same time. Really work on humility. We have the Knight of Swords, and even though you have been really spiritual lately, you do have a lot of the coins and the swords in this reading, which is physical energy, the physical realm, mental energy. So with this Knight of Swords, it's that battle card of feeling like everything's a battle. that victim mentality, feeling like people are against you. But really watch your energy, because this is something that you have attracted. And I know it's easier said than done, because I've really been in a lot of mental conflict too lately. I lost my job in January, and every time I walk out that door I have to bring in the money that I need, and so it's very hard sometimes. And even though I'm always talking about clearing your fears and doubts, they do come back up. They do, over and over again. And you're like, man, I thought I cleared this. I thought I cleared this. And I understand how hard it is. Because even though I am a teacher of these things, I am also on a journey as well. And so I'm learning and growing with you. But I do know that when the fears and doubts come up, what I've been doing is I've been really just embracing them. You know what? I accept this about myself. I'm not going to resist it. I accept it. Oh, this is how I feel right now. You know what? I'm just going to sit with it. This is how I'm feeling. I'm going to honor that. That message came through for somebody. To clarify that card, we have the crystals, which is focus. So this is all about focusing on your higher power, whatever that is, even your own core, your own soul, your higher self, that core vibration where your power's at. Now, what I was saying before my alarm clock went off, almost at this exact moment, human beings want something to believe in outside of themselves. And it's always a bandwagon, which is good. There's no judgment. It was essential oils for a while, and now it's crystals. And this is because human beings want to have that power to know that there's something more powerful than themselves. But you yourself have the power. So make sure you're not giving your power away. I mean, it's a wonderful thing, though, when we can have faith in anything outside of ourselves, like crystals or essential oils. And more humans than ever before are not taking medicines, which are chemicals, and anybody knows that I'm very anti-medicine. I just believe in the healing power of nature and herbs, and like I said, the essential oils, the crystals, energy healing. So definitely shift your focus from whatever it is that you're worried about, but do tap into your own power and have faith that everything is being divinely guided. We have the Queen of Coins. And the Queen of Coins, this is the frugal queen. She is the, put water in the ketchup bottle and shake it up, turn it upside down, get every drop out of it. Cutting coupons, just really being frugal, saving money. But if anyone's heard my whole spiel on money, I know sometimes, if I'm down to like my last 20, I'm like, I need to save this. Or if I can't do anything else, I'm going to make sure I have gas in my car. Because I'm always worried, and this is where I'm at in my journey, that I'm not going to have enough money. And I'm really working on clearing that, because I preach all the time about it. But energy, the reason why money is called currency is because it's a current. It's energy. It's like electricity. It has to flow. And so when you come from that place of lack and scarcity, of I'm not going to have enough, that's what you're going to get more of. So really focus on what you do have and be grateful for it. But money has to return to us. You've heard, money talk about like a return in investment. It has to return because it is that current that has to go out and flow and come back. So I'm not taking away from saving, trust me. I get it. But we have to let the money go out, and we have to let it return, because money is energy. And that was just as much for me as it was for you. That was a reminder. Okay, we have these art oracle cards that I love. I'm using these this week. It says William Blake, hell is hypocrisy on earth. Vision requires not sight but spirit. Madness in life, genius in death. So this is that whole needing validation is coming through, and that comes back with this right here. That needing people to notice you, that see me energy. I want you know, and another message that came through is a lot of times when people hurt us or disappoint us, we just want to show them, you know what, I'm going to make something of myself so I can show you. And you know what, you don't even need to do that because you don't have to prove anything to anybody. You do have to be true to yourself, though. You are the only person that you have to make happy. You are the only person. And there is a certain amount of hypocrisy to that when we're trying to please others instead of trying to please ourselves. Because then we want to point the finger and we want to say, oh, they're so focused on us. But really, that's what we wanted on an ego level. So that's where the hypocrisy lies. Madness in life, genius in death. And that's that whole madness. If you've ever listened to Eckhart Tolle, he always talks about the insanity of humans. And he gives this example about this Native American chief who was talking about white people, and he was talking about, and understand, you know, I'm Caucasian, I'm not, shout out to my white people. You know, it's all about enlightenment and consciousness, but he was talking about this Native American was talking about, he did not understand white people. They always look so serious, and they always look like they are wanting something, they're after something. What do they want? Why are they so serious? And Eckhart Tolle was talking about the insanity of humans. A lot of times we don't know what we want because we're not in touch with our soul, our core center. So we're out here just trying to find anything that will satisfy us. You know, whether it be fame, whether it be recognition, whether it be more money. But it starts within. It's really a peace, it's a balance that we have within. It's that whole feeling of knowing that we're complete already, and stop searching for something outside of ourselves, and do focus on our core, our inner power. I mean, it's great to focus on crystals and essential oils and all this kind of stuff, but the power lies with us and us setting our intentions and manifesting what we want. And also that whole vision requires not sight but spirit. That goes back to this. Stepping into your power. And you don't have to know everything right now. You don't have to know all the details. Faith is believing. We have the King of Swords. And so, like I said, once again, that goes along with that whole being worried. That you're not going to have enough, that you're not going to be successful, that you're going to fail. And a lot of times we're scared to even try something because we're going to fail. You know, we just quit. You know, I was like that yesterday. Fuck it, I'm just going to quit. I really was. I was in that energy. I was like, you know what? I don't even care if I live under a bridge. I'm over it already. But you have to really know what failure is. You know, what if things didn't turn out the way that you wanted them to because they weren't for you? You were designed to do something else. Something else was your soul's purpose. And that's the reason why it didn't work out. You know, earlier this week, I called myself surrendering, which, you know, it kind of went down the toilet yesterday. But surrendering to my divine design. And I had always heard this, you know. One of my first spiritual teachers said, surrender to the divine design. Always ask for divine selection in everything. Because what if what it is that you're trying to manifest is not going to make you happy on a soul level? And your soul knows best. It's kind of like that old TV show, Father Knows Best. Your soul knows best. So it's almost like you're fighting against the currents, against the wind. So I surrendered to the divine design of my life. I want the highest possible outcome in all areas of my life. And I'm going to get out of the way. And this is what I'm working on right now. But it is harder said than done. Because then you'll have this abundance and this cornucopia. You know, if you just can have that trust and that faith and believe. And I'm not really getting a lot of love in this spread today. A lot of times I do get love messages, but this is all about self-validation. This is all about finances, job, how people view you, how you view yourself. This is all the energy that's really coming through for you today, Leo, and that it all starts with you. Page of Swords, man. So your block is you. You are your biggest block because you are in your head right now. You are really and understand you're creating all the time. Anytime you have these worries, anytime you have these concerns, you are creating. And you are manifesting what you don't want. All of those what ifs. What if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? What if this person, what if people just don't treat me well? They just don't. They never have. And that is the energy that you're manifesting from. That lack and scarcity and that victim mentality. Unexpected income. So stop worrying about things because you have got extra money coming to you, whether it be a raise or money that you hadn't planned on, your paycheck being bigger than what you thought. You know what? We can manifest with our bills being less. I was so worried, a couple of times, oh man, they're going to come pick my car up. And then I called and they're like, you know what? You've been paying extra. I said, I have. You've been paying extra. You don't even know this month. Something like that. So do have faith and believe. We have the Three of Wands. And this is about you setting your intentions out there. The universe knows what you want. It may come to you. And if you select divine selection, it may come to you in a better way than you'd ever dreamed, because we can't even imagine. The universe is an abundant place. There's enough for everybody. Once you step into your power and know that you can manifest whatever you want. But a lot of times we'll watch the news and we'll think, man, there's so much poverty, there's so much suffering. But understand what you are watching on the news. That's why I do not watch the news. Is everybody's reality happening at one time. Everybody's. I turn that shit off. I'm like, I'm not even trying to watch that because I'm not trying to take that in. But everybody is experiencing their very own version of reality by where they vibrate at. So you have set your intentions out there. To clarify that, we have there's a stream of love supporting my dreams. We are love at our core. Our core is pure love. Pure love. And that is who we are. That is what source energy is that we can plug into anytime we want. See, I have a different way of looking at God. I know some people picture him as, some man up in the sky, whether he be black, white, a woman. Everyone has their own image of God. Everyone, according to their own culture and their beliefs and their religion. I happen to see God as a great big power outlet. That we all are a cord. We all can plug into that source energy whenever we want. And that is source energy. And, once our physical form dies, we return to that. And so we are empowered to where we can manifest whatever we want whenever we want to. You just have to remember how powerful you are. We have the Empress. And the Empress is powerful. She has the power to manifest whatever she wants. And she, and this is a giving card. She can decide who she wants to give her time and her resources and her money to. She can decide. But the message that's coming through with this is to start with yourself. Start giving these things to yourself, because there's a certain element of overgiving to this card. Overgiving to get something in return. Do check your intentions. A lot of times we think we're being so sacrificial. I'm going to give and give and give. But as we do that, we're doing that to get something in return, to get our needs met. That message came through. So start with yourself to begin with. Start with yourself to begin with. This card here is all about the physical anchoring and anchoring in your current reality. And so whatever type of reality that you are creating, if it's something shitty, don't anchor that in. Don't feed into it energetically. Starve it out. Shift your focus from it and focus on what you do want. And then when that comes in, then you can focus on that and anchor that into your existence. This is what I want. I want to anchor this into the physical world. And how do you anchor it in? You feed it energetically. And you're grateful for it. Gratitude is everything. I have these little fortune-telling cards, and they do have a negative and a positive connotation to them sometimes. But you know, I'm always going to take the high road and always going to take the positive, because I am an intuitive card reader. But I really like these little fortune-telling cards because they really do wrap up the energy. The rider is a sign of good news. So somebody's getting good news, and we have that unexpected income. I mean, you could be getting a raise, a new job, a job that you've been looking to hear from. Definitely coming. Be grateful for those things now. Wine is a symbol of cheerfulness and gaiety. This is a celebration. So more money is coming your way, more opportunities. I have these postcards from Spirit. And what I've been doing is I've been pulling one, I've been turning it down, and then I've been reading it at the end of the reading, because I don't want to read it ahead of time to myself, because I don't want it to like influence the reading. But it's really nice when I read it and it like kind of confirms things. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this. Dear you, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it might seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings, for today is leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall. Fall, drown, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may feel like you are in free fall, we're here for you, and you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition to something new. All the elements are in place. See elements, see crystals. And your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, it's time to take the risk and do that thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly, right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking that leap itself that's the point. We love you. Courage, embrace. So definitely take that leap of faith. In that whole, where you don't need to know everything. Really have faith and focus on spirit. Shift your focus. It was funny that they were talking about elements. So definitely, if you are being guided to take a risk, do so. You're divinely guided. This is going to bring you more income, and you are going to have a very positive outcome. So do that. That is beautiful. Well, this is your weekly reading, Leo, and I will put my email address in the description of the video if you would like to have a personal reading. Thank you.